Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. I am down in Philadelphia at a business workshop. A buddy of mine is running the workshop, so I came down to kind of hang out with him and a number of other people that I know. So I'm in a hotel down in Philadelphia. That's why the unfamiliar background. Today's conversation is going to be about this. Do you believe or do you know? All right. So I get to that in a minute. Somebody asked me why I do the breath in the beginning, and isn't that one of those tools or techniques? The reason I like doing this, and one of the reasons it's one of the core components of my recommendations, is not because we're trying to fix anything with the breath. What we're trying to do is utilize our body to send a message of safety to the brain. Simply put, a relaxed body so that you can breathe is a message of safety. So that's the entire purpose of doing it. And it doesn't take many for us to kind of settle down and send that message. Sorry, I got a tickle. All right. So, do you believe or do you know? And I'm talking about, do you believe that this mind-body TMS... I knew I had that tickle. Sorry about that. Bless me. Thank you. Do you believe that you've got this perceived danger pain, TMS, as Dr. Sarno called it? Do you believe that's what's going on? And many people do. I believe, sort of, but maybe. And when the symptoms get bad, that belief kind of gets shaky, right? Anybody else feel like when they're feeling good, they're really confident that TMS and only TMS is the only thing that's going on? But the minute symptoms kind of start tickling upwards, what happens then? We lose our confidence, we lose our clarity, and the belief gets a little bit shaky. So belief, by definition, kind of leaves some doubt. It's something you're kind of choosing to say, yeah, I'm choosing to believe that I'll be okay. That it's just perceived danger, right? How does that compare to knowing? It's like, hey, what do you think about your TMS? I believe I have it. Versus, I know that's what's going on. Which one sounds more certain? The knowing, right? I've been talking about this for a while, and I've been kind of saying, take this intellectual knowledge and know I'm actually okay, right? So people have often said, oh, you need 100% belief. You need 100% belief. First of all, I've always said, we don't need 100% belief. We need enough belief to start telling ourselves that we're going to be okay, that we can start these consistent messages of safety. Emotional safety, physical safety, mental safety, how we respond to symptoms is a message of safety or danger, depending upon, are we freaking out or are we kind of reassuring ourselves that we're going to be okay? And are we more engaged in living life? That's a huge message of safety, because the brain goes, look at Dan, he's doing all this normal stuff, must be okay. As opposed to making it your full-time job to fixate on, try to fix, be frustrated, focus on, and freak out over your symptoms. That's not a message of safety, is it? So belief versus knowing. It's good to believe. Trust me, that's a great place to start, right? But at some point, you will get to the place where you just go, I really know I'm okay. I know it. I know it. Doesn't matter what the symptoms are doing. Doesn't matter if they're going up, they're going down, they're not here at all, or they're full on. There will be a certain point in time when you just know I'm okay and I'm going to be okay. Right? And it's that moment of clarity when you actually go from belief, which leaves a little wishy-washy, room for doubt, to knowing. I know. I know it. I just know it. Well, how do you know it? I just know it. Usually it's because we've seen enough evidence, we've done enough research, we've read enough things, we've listened to enough podcasts, watched enough videos, and seen through our own experience how this stuff is the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense. Like, for some people, you'll be like, well, I had this symptom and it went away, but then I got another symptom. So is that new symptom TMS? Like 99.9% sure yes, because it's a brand new symptom and you didn't hurt yourself. There was no injury. So try to get super clear on it. And I'm not going to get into all the criteria. If you want to understand what the criteria is, go to painfreeyou.com/start. There's 2 assessments, the pain test and the FIT assessment. If you don't have pain, you got some other symptom, swap out the word pain for your symptom. If you've got multiple symptoms, take the pain test multiple times for each symptom. This way you'll know. You'll know that you're okay. So I can't tell you how many people will say, yeah, I got a 36 or a 40 on the pain test, but I still think it might be tendonitis, or it might be my, hip degeneration, or whatever it may be. No, these assessments help you determine with certainty, is it TMS or not? Now look, if you're on the border, you score maybe a 28, 29 on the pain test, it still could be TMS, perceived danger pain. It still could be. And the people who generally score on that borderline are typically the people whose fear levels are really high. And with fear levels that are really high, what happens? The perceived danger is really high, and therefore the symptoms are fairly constant. And they're less likely to fall into these classic categorizations of TMS or perceived danger pain. So try to get certain. Do those assessments. If you're on the fence, do the assessments again. But you're going to have to make a decision. You just can't stay wishy-washy the whole time and expect your brain to shut off symptoms if you're wishy-washy. If I ask people, how's your belief? I'm like 95% sure. You don't know it, though. You're not at the point of, I just know it. I'm fine. Right? Because what happens when you go from, I kind of believe that this is what's going on, but man, it's hard to believe when the symptoms are up, right? There's some room for doubt. There's some room for worry there. But when you just know it, I know it. There's no other explanation for it. I just know I'm fine. Doubt is gone. What happens to the fear? Straight down, right? So do you believe or do you know it? I know it. See if you can make the decision that it's no longer a wishy-washy thing. You just know it. That's going to serve you exceptionally well as you move forward. So I'm going to wrap it up. Not a deep concept, but do you believe or do you know it? See if you can make a decision to know it. I get it. I know it. I'm certain. That level of clarity is going to really, really help you. So, love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.